Yeah. Hi, hello everyone. This is Shanmugaraj. Welcome to my channel. One of the aims of this channel is to build a global knowledge sharing platform in the domains of agile, leadership, and project management. You can join me and help me with that either by subscribing to this channel or sharing my videos to your friends. Right? So, having said that, let us get into today's topic. We are currently discussing some of the leadership ideas from MIT Sloan School of Management. Today's topic is how to wire your organization to excel at problem solving. This particular article has been published in MIT couple of days back. Why it matters? A new book from MIT Sloan's Steven Spear provides leaders with a blueprint for designing, sustaining, and improving their organization's socio-technical systems. Let us get into the article. If leaders want to better understand their organization's performance, they should look to their employees and how they do their work. Organizations succeed when they design their processes, routines, and procedures to encourage employees to problem solve and contribute to a common purpose. When people have difficulty doing their work easily and well, despite investing their best time and energy to support the larger effort, we should not expect the enterprise as a whole to perform well either, right? So, this is an organization that has not been wired to win, right? There are three collaborative layers this author is outlining for an organization and suggests three mechanisms leaders can engage to hone employees' problem solving skills. All organizations are socio technical systems, people working with other people, engaging technology to accomplish what they are collaborating on. Regardless of domain, collaborative problem solving occurs on three distinct layers where people focus their attention and express their experience, training, and creativity. Layer 1 contains the technical, scientific, and engineered objects that people are trying to study, create, or manipulate. This may be molecules in drug development, code in software development, physical parts in manufacturing, or patient inquiries or illnesses in medical care. For people in layer 1, their expertise is around these technical objects, and their work is expressed through designing, analyzing, fabricating, fixing, repairing, transforming, creating, and so forth. Layer 2 contains the scientific, technical, or engineered tools and instrumentation through which people work on layer 1 objects. These may be the devices that synthesize medical compounds in drug development, the development tools and operation platforms in software development, technologies that transform materials in manufacturing, or technologies to diagnose and treat patients' illnesses and injuries. Layer 2 capabilities include operation, maintenance, and improvement of these tools and instruments. These first two layers are the technical part of a socio-technical system. The layer 3 contains the social circuitry. This is the overlay of processes, procedures, norms, and routines. That means by which individual efforts are expressed and integrated through collaboration towards a common purpose. This is the socio part of a socio-technical system. Let us try to understand danger zones and winning zones for solving really difficult problems. Leaders manage the social circuitry, layer 3, that determines whether their organization get dismal or great outcomes. How this circuitry is designed and operated dictates the condition in which people can solve difficult problems, continually generate great and new ideas, and put them into impactful practice. Certain conditions make it more difficult to solve problems or generate new and useful ideas. We call that the danger zone. Other conditions making getting good answers easier, we call that the winning zone. In danger zone, problems are complex, with many factors affecting the system at once and the relationship are highly intertwined. Hazards are many and severe. Risks of failure are high. Cost of failure can be catastrophic. Systems in the danger zone are difficult to control and they are limited. If any opportunities to repeat experiences, so feedback based learning is difficult, if not outright impossible. In contrast, leaders enable much more advantageous conditions in the winning zone. Problems have been reframed so they are simpler to address. The hazards and risks have been reduced so failures are less costly, especially during design, development, testing, and practice. Problem solving has been shifted into slower moving situations where the pace of experiences can be better controlled. Opportunities to learn by experience or experimentation are increased to allow more iteration. And finally, there is much more clarity about where and when to focus problem solving efforts because it is obvious when problems are occurring, so attention is given to containing and solving them. When we leave ourselves and our colleagues in the danger zone, it becomes extremely difficult to develop and design products and services and to develop and operate systems through which we collaborate and by which we coordinate. In fact, in such conditions, given the complexity and the pace of the environment, it is often difficult to even recognize that significant problems are occurring and that they must be addressed to avert disaster. The picture you are saying is a model derived from the book Wiring the Winning Organization by Steven Spear, right? If you look at this picture, this is what they're calling it a danger zone. Complex, high stakes problems are, are hidden here. Fast, one off, no iterations. They're talking about this zone as a winning zone, right? It is slower, iterations are possible, problems are obvious, safer, more controllable, lower stakes, and very simpler. So, how do I move towards from a danger zone to a winning zone? By three steps like simplification, slowification, and amplification. So slowly you have to move from low amplification area to a high amplification area by using simplifying methods like breaking down your things up, having increased control over the environment, right? Putting more brainstorming and planning and preparation and everything, right? So this looks like a nice model for wiring your organization. When we change our experiences so they happen in the winning zone, generating good answers to difficult problems is much easier because people are better able to put their capabilities to best use. We can move ourselves from a danger zone to a winning zone using three mechanisms of slowification, simplification, and amplification. Let's take a closer look at defining each of these mechanisms. Slowification makes it easier to solve problems by pulling problem solving out of the fast paced and often unforgiving realm of performance, that is, operations or execution. This shifting of a layer 3 problem solving into planning and practice allows people to engage in deliberative, reflective, experientially and experimentally informed reasoning rather than having to constantly react with whatever habits, routines, and legacy approaches have already been ingrained. Simplification. Simplification makes the problems themselves easier to solve by reshaping them. Large problems are deliberately broken down into smaller, simpler ones through a combination of three techniques like incrementalization, modularization, and linearization. By doing so, we partition complex problems with many interacting factors into many smaller problems. So these problems have fewer interacting factors, making them easier to solve. Furthermore, the layer 1 technical object problem solving can be done in parallel with less need for layer 3 coordination, increasing independence of action. Amplification makes it obvious there are problems and makes it clear whether those problems have been seen and solved. Mechanisms are built into layer 3 to amplify that little things are amiss, drawing attention to them early and often. So this focuses attention on containing and resolving small and local glitches before they have a chance to become large and systematically disruptive. Ideally, an organization will have the latitude to do all the three: slow things down to make problem solving easier, partition big problems into smaller ones that are simpler to solve, and amplify problems so they are addressed sooner and more often. Even if we cannot do all the three, doing two or even one still bring us closer to the winning zone, making it easier for us to take the situation about which we know too little and can do too little and convert them into situation in which we know enough and we can do enough. So this particular article is accepted from winning the wiring the winning organization. All right, so the liberating our collective greatness through slowification, simplification, and amplification by Gene Him and Steven Spear. Right. With this, we come to the conclusion of this video. Hope you guys got a better understanding how to go about scientifically wiring our organization for a better problem solving resources within our organization. We talked about three layers, right? Technical circuitry, we talked about tools and platforms, and we talked about social circuitry at layer 3. And clearly distinguishing all three layers and identifying the problems which are in danger zones, bringing them to a winning zone, either by amplification or simplification or slowifications. Right, we talked about all three important techniques. So if you want to learn more, you can read that book. It sounds like a nice model to implement to wire our organization for to become a better problem solving organization, right? So I hope you guys like these kind of videos that helps you to become a better leader. Right, so with that, I'm signing off. See you next video.